Hello everybody, put your hands in the air, whoop whoop, and wave it around like you just don't care, yeah! Hello everyone and welcome to the pilot episode of Mosby's Makes. I've got my own little jingle and everything. Do you know what, I thought it might be quite nice if we tried something a little bit differently. This might be a one-off, this show. We might do it once and never again, but if you like it here, then maybe you'll see more of these. But the idea really, just to give me a little bit of a go at doing some crafting, because our guys here are absolutely brilliant, aren't they? Bringing you great sort of demonstrations each and every day, and I sometiand gaze across the studio and I think, I wish I could do that. And so I thought, if I start my own little show, Mosby's Makes, I can do it, you know, in the comfort of my side of the studio, give it a go, see how we get along, and then, you know, maybe 5-10 years down the line, you know, maybe I'll be over there. Just to tell you a true story before we get into today's, I was going to do it over the other side of the studio and pretend to be like a real craft expert, but unfortunately there is some maintenance going on over the other side of the studio, as you probably heard there. Debbie's having a bit of a tidy up. Hi, Debbie. Hi. She's having to tidy up the other side of the studio. You should, I mean, if you think it's a mess here, whoa, you should see over the other side of the studio, which we ain't gonna show you. Maybe we'll show you when it's neat and tidy again. But listen, today I thought it might be quite nice to have a look at something which is back in stock, which you guys absolutely loved when we brought it to you, which is the fantastic Easel Drawer Kit. Now, Debbie Robinson obviously launched this with me just a few weeks back now, and it was so popular, it sold out before we even got it to the actual launch. It is now back in stock, and what it allows you to do is create these absolutely amazing easel drawers. And you can do them in all sorts of different styles because, of course, you know what, whatever the papers that you've got within your craft room, you have got the ability to create all of these sort of different boxes. And what I love about it is obviously what I'm going to try and show you today is like a 4-box, but you can go as big as you want, you can go as small as you want. If you just want to create like a little, you know, 1 box with some treats in it, you can. Also, as you can see just there, you don't have to just create easel drawer kits with these. You can just create cards with them as well. So it's entirely up to you. There's so much scope within this set. It comes in template form as well, which is super cool. And again, makes it really, really nice and easy and affordable for you to pick up. So your template looks like this, so you've got everything to be able to create. So you've got the templates to be able to create the boxes. You've got the templates then to be able to create the casing to put the box in, if you like, and then you've got your bases, and then you've got your little template there to be able to create your flopper stopper. So you've got 4 items within that kit as far as the templates are concerned, and then you do get your little edgeables as well. I mean, you don't have to use these, but they're a really nice set of dies that you can then use to kind of decorate up the edges of your projects. But again, if you want to take those perhaps into, you know, other areas of your crafting as well, you can. You've got all of those included within that bundle. And as I say, hopefully quite straightforward to put a project together, which I'm going to do, as you'll understand. It's only a half-hour show, so I'm going to kind of, you know, breeze through sections for you, but let's get ready for the first project. We're going to put together an easel drawer kit here on Mosby's Makes. Feels like a proper show and everything, this, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is pop together one of these kits for you, starting off with just creating the base. Now, as I say, what you're going to need is a piece of A4 cardstock, and you're basically going to snip this down. Just measure this for you so you can see the size. That is coming down to 11 by 5.5. And then we've got our score lines in place here as well, which we've pre-done. So score line, this one's about 2 3/4, and then we've got a 5.5 inch score line here. And then that is obviously going to create the base for your easel, which we're going to pop onto the top of our little box in just a few moments' time. So we can set that aside. for a little bit later on. We're going to decorate that up. The first thing though that I wanted to do was show you how to create the little drawers, because what we've done, I've got 3 here basically that we've already decorated up. So I'm going to create the 4th little box for you. As I've said, the brilliant thing is you can go as high as you want with this, you can go as kind of long as you want with this, but we're going to sort of go along the line of what you've seen in the makes that I've just shown you a few moments ago. So 4 of those we've made. How do we do that? Really simple. The base, of course, here is just the base of the template that you've got within the kit itself. And then you're popping these boxes together also with those templates once again. So the template to create the inside of the box is just here. So it's as simple as, if I just show you again with the actual templates themselves, you're laying that one down onto your cardstock, and then you are just drawing around it with your pencil. I know some people like to pop this through the machines as well, and you can do that to get the lines put in that way if you want to emboss it. And if you don't want the pencil lines, like I've got here, I know a lot of people like to go down the line of using their heat erasable pens, so there is that option for you there as well. Now, once you've got your template, all you're going to do then is you're going to trim into it, quite simply, with your snips. Now, I've only got half an hour on the show, and as much as I think it would be really great content for you to see me cutting all of this out, you don't need to do that. So we're going to cut that one out, which is going to look like one I've done earlier. Took me about an hour. We've only got half an hour on the show, so that's the reason why we've done it. And again, if you want to use your heat erasable pen, you won't have these marks, so you can just pop it away with your heat. Here again, we can just simply rub that out with an eraser. What you're going to do then, of course, with your box is you're going to bring in your scoreboard. Any scoreboard you want, really, whether you've got your sort of standard scoreboard, maybe you've got one of the bigger ones, maybe you've got your Ultimate Pro, for example. It's entirely up to you. I know it does help. I haven't got it on this scoreboard, but our guys always talk about the black line down the middle, which is just going to help you score. I haven't got my glasses either as well, but you get the idea. You guys know how to score. You've got your lines there, and you're simply going to pop your score lines in place. They always talk about our guys making sure you're sort of doing sort of softer but frequent sort of scores to get the score in place, and you can do that right across all of the score lines for your box, and then that eventually, once you've done it all, will look a little bit like this. So what we'll do is we'll glue that together in just a few moments' time, but you know, quite simple. You can pop the sides together, pop your little front area together there, and there you go. And you've even got the perfect little hole there as well to be able to pop your drawer out. So we'll stick that together in just a few moments' time. It's basically the same again to create the casing for your drawer as well. So as you can see here with like the drawers that we've already done, you've got the little casing feature there to pop the actual drawer into, and that's exactly the same that you're going to do. If I just show you on the template again, it's this one here that you're going to be using. The one that sort of looks like an elephant, doesn't it? Sort of looks like a, is it just me or? It's like, set my brain there. The elephant one that you're using. So again, what you're going to be doing here is popping your template onto your cardstock. And again, we've just used some of our standard white cardstock, and you're going to be tracing through it, okay? So again, we've done it in pencil here. You can use your heat erasable pens. You can pop it through your machine, whatever suits you best. And then once again, you're going to be snipping that out. And then you will get a beautifully done piece just like so. And then same applies here. You're going to be taking your scoreboard and scoring really, really nicely all of the lines that you've already popped in there. So after you've done that, you will have a beautifully scored piece just like so. See? Do you know what I want to do now? I want to step away from this project. I want to get some googly eyes. I want to colour this grey and just make an elephant. I mean, who is up for that? I've literally just got to the side of me over there, my presentation lead trophy. I don't know if I told you I won one of those. And it's got googly eyes on that, so I could literally, what's that? Our producer Nicholas says we're not going to be, oh, you do want to do it? maybe we do that on episode 2 of Mosby's Makes, if it ever gets commissioned. By the way, hopefully this will continue. If there is anything else that you want to see me have a go at, then fire away in the comments. And I think as I do more of these too, I will be more adventurous, I think, in the things that I craft, and I will be more hands-on with this. But what we're going to do, we're going to glue these together. So it is entirely up to you what you want to use as you glue. I've just gone for the your tape pens, really, because it does make it a lot easier. So we've got the new tape pen. First time I've used one of these, actually. It's very exciting. So we're just going to pop a bit of tape down there. You can, of course, use your red liner tape, but we do, thank you, producer Nicola, we need speed, especially when it's me in town, because you know I can be very, very slow. So that's that bit there. Oh, I probably should have done that bit first, but that's fine. Never mind. We learn as we go, right? So I'll pop a bit there. I will pop a little bit just here. And then if I fold that down and pop it over, we should get a nice stick. The only thing to say, of course, with using your tape pens or things like your red liner tape, you've got to be pretty accurate straight off. There is no, obviously, wiggle time, which you'll get with your liquid glues, all-purpose glues. But we've done pretty well there. So that's the little box, or the little case for the box. Now we need to create the little drawer itself, and that is same thing again here. So, as I say, because I'm sort of fairly new to this, I just sort of put it together first to know where I'm going to be popping my glue. So I want to glue here, a bit of glue here, and a bit of glue there. Yes, that is right, producer. A little bit of glue, bit there, and a little bit there. And I think that should then pop together. Don't stick your finger on it, Ben, for goodness sake. There's that side. Pop that side. You do get a little bit of time with the tape pen, as long as you don't sort of like stick it like and press it right down. That is absolutely true. If you're not burnishing it, you do get a little bit of time. And look, there we go. We've got our little drawer. Oh, Nicola, you're asking now, aren't you? Nicola's now just gone, should we see if it fits? It don't fit. That does. Hey! So there's me drawer, which is very, very exciting. I'm very excited about that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to decorate that up. We're then also going to pop it into place on our pre-done 3 drawers that we've already got in place. And then we're going to decorate up our easel card as well. So what we've pre-done here is just done some mats and layers. So depending on kind of like what the occasion is, who you're making the project for, I'm sure you've probably got 10s, 20s, if not hundreds of different paper pads. But we've just got this beautiful, you're now going to ask me which paper pad this is from. It is from, oh no, it's from the, no, that can't be right, can it? It's from the, we'll find out for a future version of Moseby's Makes. It's one of our floral collections, that much I will tell you. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So we pre-cut this one. This again here, you might just have to do a little bit of sort of fussy cutting with, or as we discussed when we had these on previous shows, you can, if you've got like a little circle die or a nesting die, you can cut that shape out fairly simply. But what I'll do is I'll add a bit of stick to that with my tape pen, pop that onto the front. No, I am going to take it out. I'm going to take it out. And then we'll just pop that on the front like so. Yeah, as we're going along here, in theory, yeah, you probably do this before. But you know what? I like to live dangerously. Nobody ever quite knows what's going to happen here on Moseby's Makes, especially me. Never quite know what I'm going to do next. Now that one, I'm just looking. So I've got one out there, one out there, one out there. So that one needs to stick out that way, which means I need to decorate this side here with this bit, so I will do that again. Yeah, good tip. I love the fact that I've got producer Nicola in my ear for this show, sort of, you know, just putting me right on things when I do slightly go wrong. But you know what? It ain't the end of the world. This is only episode 1. And I'll look back on this episode when I'm on episode 200. I like that. And I'm on episode 200 and I'll go, what was I even doing there? on episode 1. What was I even thinking and playing at? So now, let's just have a look here to make sure I get this right, because I want to draw at each angle. So that one's that way, that's right, isn't it? That one's there, so I want that one like that, correct? Right, so let's stick that down. I'll stick it on here, look, that's gonna make it easier. There we go, stick a load down. It's all right, Nicola, have faith. Have faith in the man. And that is going to... do you know what? Producer Nicola, who kindly agreed to help me film this and produce this, you know, I think she started the show with a little bit of trepidation. I think she was a little bit worried, thinking, you're going to do what? What the... And now she's like, okay, I think he's got this. 200 episodes. This might become the longest running craft show in history. Yeah. All right, Debbie, did you hear that giggle on the other side of the studio? She's laughing. Debbie's still tidying up on the other side of the studio. She's like, what's she like? So there you go. There's your base with all of your drawers, look. Absolutely brilliant. And then what we need to do in just a few moments' time is create our little easel card to pop on the top. But hopefully that just shows you, I know I've obviously gone from section to section in a bit of a Blue Peter style there, but hopefully it shows you that this can be quite easy to do. If I was doing this from scratch, it would take me a lot longer than half an hour, hence why we're breezing through it. But hopefully you're seeing how fun it is. And again, what a great collection it is to make all of these different boxes for different occasions, using all of your different papers, decorating them up with those dies as well, and of course making boxes of different sizes too. It's not just a set size that I'm showing you here. You have got full craftability with this set. And when we come back in just a few moments time, we are going to pop together the easel card that we're going to pop on the top, and then we will have our easel drawer card ready for you here on Mosby's Makes. Read anyone on the phones yet wanting to take the show on and syndicate it, Nicola? Anyone yet? Nobody yet? Okay. Okay. Is anyone watching? Oh, there are a few of you. Good news. Thank you for tuning in. So we're concentrating on our easel drawer kit back in stock, which is very exciting. So I thought it might just be a bit of fun to do a bit of crafting with it. So we've created our little base here. Like I've said, we've done like a 4 drawer, but you can go as big as you want, you can go as small as you want, and you can decorate it the way you want as well. So we're going to pop that to one side just for a few moments and create the actual card itself. So a little bit earlier on in the show, we created the base for this. All right, and all it is your piece of A4 cardstock that we've just trimmed down. So the size of that again is just 11 by 5.5. We've just got our 2 score lines in here to create the easel. So this is going to go obviously on top of the box in just a few moments' time, but we're going to decorate that up. What we've also done with this, by the way, because I mentioned at the top of the show, you get the templates, of course, but you do also get the dies. You don't have to use these if you don't want. It's entirely up to you. But we've given you the edgeables here, so you get the actual detail die and the outer edge for each one, so it's 6 dies in total. And what we've done, just to make kind of like a nice finished edge to the top of the card, is we've used the edgeables to be able to do that. You don't have to if you don't want, you can. And also you've got the opportunity with that to use these edgeables elsewhere outside of this collection. So we've just cut 2 there just to create like a nice drop shadow for the top of the card, which we're going to pop on here just like so. And once again, if you want to ink around this, I'm not going to get into inks and colouring today because this is enough stress for one show. But we'll get into that in later shows. But you know, if you wanted to add a little bit of ink around there, if you wanted to colour, you can do. But I'm going to leave that as is and just add to that some decorative elements. What we've also done is created the top for the box. So this is going to go on here, just like so, right? So we've got like a decorative element for the top of the box, like so. And again, that is just a case of creating your mats and layers. You've got the template to be able to cut that base card. And then, do you know what? If you want to create those mats and layers, you're just coming down by 1/4 of an inch each time. to create your layers. So we've gone white cardstock for the base on top, then a bit of black cardstock. Just helps the paper, the detail paper, just to pop. And it gives it a little bit of dimension and a bit of depth. So we'll glue all that together in just a second. And then what we've also done is just kind of like sticking together the last few bits, really. Created a nice decorative element for the top of the card. Again, just use some of those beautiful stitched nested circles, which you can get. Bit of watercolour on that beautiful stamp. Stamped with the hydrangea and coloured in with the duets, that one. And then, again, matted and layered. This one here, also just matted and layered. I mean, you can use whatever sentiment you want, really, but we've gone with have a lovely day, because that's what we're having here on the show. Aren't we having a lovely day, Nicola? Having a great time? And then, once again, because we didn't kind of want to leave the base of the card here blank, so what we've done... Oh, actually... That's going to fit on there better, isn't it? That's what this is. Come on, Mosby, get with the plan. We're going to pop that on there. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. And then we are going to we're going to use this as our little flopper stopper. And then we're going to decorate the top of our card like so. You see, it is a learning curve for everybody here. We are all learning. So should we get sticking? What I've also done is just brought in some foam pads as well, because I thought it might be quite nice to give a little bit of dimension, particularly for that flopper stopper as well. So, learning as we go here. Let's get a sticking. Now, look at this. Frugal. Obviously, lots of bits and pieces lying around. I mean, if you just want to go like layer on layer, you can, but it's nice if you do have bits left over, because nobody's going to see this bit, so we can simply just stick that down and be nice and frugal about things. I can't believe the show's nearly over. I've actually really enjoyed this. We discussed it a little bit earlier on and said, shall we put this together? What would everybody think? And I thought, do you know what? I think it's a nice thing to do. It's good for me because I'm always loving to kind of like learn new skills. As you guys will have seen recently, me doing a bit of vision mixing. I think the plan really is for me to sort of take over the world, you know, because producer, vision mixer, presenter, and crafter. I'll be like a one-man band. You ever see the one-man bands when they have like the cymbals between their knees and they're there, and I'll be just doing everything. Yeah, so that's the plan, the grand plan eventually. Let me stick this on the top of the box as well, so we've got a little bit of stability. Do I need to do that? I'll do it anyway. I'll do it. We need stability, so that's going to go over the top. Like so. I tell you what though, our guys don't have anything to worry about just yet. No, I'm really, do you know what? The whole purpose about doing this, as I say, was to give me a little bit of a go at doing some crafting, because when I've crafted with the guys before, if I've done like a craft along, I can never talk and craft, and I sort of envy what those guys just do because they're so good at it. So I thought it's great practice for me. It shows you guys as well that, you know, our kits allow anybody to have a go. So we thought, why not? Let's do it and give it a go. Right, so I'm going to stick these two together here. I'll get away with this. I think probably what you could have done there quite nicely is stuck that with one of your dotty tape pens, but what I'll do is I'll leave it loose at the top. We'll know for next time. It's all a learning curve. I think that's going to be the new catchphrase for this show. So this is one of the things that I struggle doing as well, like a drop shadow, but let me just see if I can just pop that in place like so. That's pretty good. All right, so that's your drop shadow done. We're then going to pop on our next mat and layer. So again, just a beautiful piece of that paper stuck onto some black cardstock, so we can pop that into place. I'm going to get the foam pads at the ready in a second for the old flopper stopper, as Debbie Robinson likes to call it. So I think we'll pop that just about there. It might be a little wonky this, but for those of you that have seen any of my crafty efforts before will know that I'm a bit of a clunky crafter. And it does, Nicola, I like that. It gives it a little bit of character. Then I think, where should we go here? I'm thinking something like that nice, or should we pop that up there? You like there, Nicola, yeah? Shall we raise that with some foam pads? I think we shall. I think we shall go with some foam pads. So let's pop a couple of those on. You've again got the option, if you prefer not to use foam pads, you can obviously go on the website and check out our chunky glue, 3D glue, as Debbie. You can't search for chunky glue anymore. It used to on the old website, but the new website does not recognise chunky. So where did we say we wanted that? Was it there? Back there. We'll go here, like so. Lovely. And I'm thinking, actually, I'm going to leave that down. I'm just going to stick that normally, because then that's a nice kind of bit of depth, isn't it? So we'll just tuck that under there, like so. Have a lovely day. And then we'll stick that, actually no, I'll tell you what, we'll stick that now. The thing to remember here too, which I always learn from our guys, don't fall into that trap, which I nearly did, and go glue, 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 because obviously you don't need it all glued. You only need to glue this section here. So what I'll do, so I don't forget, is I'll glue this. That's going to be the way forward, because otherwise I'll say that I'm not going to do it, and then I'll do it anyway. Okay, that's good. So then we're going to pop that onto here, like so. I think that's just about straight. Yes, it is. We're loving that. And then all we need here, really, is a little flopper stopper. So how high do we want this? I'm reckoning about there. Oh, hello. All right, Nicola. She wants me to raise my foam pad game, and she wants me to do 2 foam pads to really raise it up. Okay. You mean 4 foam pads is what you mean. Yes. 2 on top. I mean, this is the kind of like craft I thought we were going to get onto in maybe like episode 10 or something, but you think we are at episode 10 levels already? Well, that's good to know. So here we go. We'll just pop that on top. It's a foam pad pylon. This is going to be risen. This is going to be off the page. This is truly, in the words of producer Nicola, going to stop the flop. Don't stop the flop. Okay, so how far do we want to go? I reckon, yeah, about there, like so. Beautiful. And then so if I just flip that up for you, actually, if I show it to the camera here, look, in essence there, we've got a really nice, beautiful easel card. However, we need the finishing touch, the pièce de résistance, by bringing in the box, where we're going to stick our card on top. So, again, probably should have glued this before, but you know what? Live dangerously. That's what you've got to do. Live a little bit dangerously. I'll do it quite gently. Got enough stick on there for the purposes of the show. And then we shall just ease that into place. And you should have... Ta-da! There you go. Beautifully done, with a little bit of help. Easel drawer, which I'm actually very pleased with. Shall we get a live opinion? Nicola has just asked. Let's see if I can get a round of applause from the other side of the studio, or let's see if it's going to stay quiet. Yes! Yes! Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah! Woo! There we go. So that is mine. But look again, if I just bring in a few others to show you, depending on the kind of papers that you're working with here. I mean, how gorgeous is that? Absolutely beautiful. Who popped that one together? Oh, that was one of our Liams. Absolutely gorgeous. That using some of the new foil rub-ons. This one with the Once Upon a Time collection. And again, you know what, you can add in all sorts of different embellishments and elements and flowers. Maybe you're picking up that brand new floral creations collection soon. Then, it's going to look great with some beautiful florals on. And this one I really like because I just love that collection, the Delightful Daisy set. But listen, amongst those 2 fabulous makes, I'm going to pop mine into the middle and go, do you know what? I am pretty happy with that. It is all back in stock for you now, the easel drawer kit, everything that you need within the kit. And again, I'll show you everything. You've got your 4 templates, and then you've got those dies in there too. I proper enjoyed that. Please leave some positive comments below so that we get to do this again. Those are your templates, okay? So you've got the templates to be able to create the base, your drawer, both the casing and the actual drawer itself, and then your flopper stopper. So that all comes within that pack, your 4. And then you're also going to receive on top of that your shaped lace edgeables, which are these designs here. And again, you get the beautiful decorative die And then you get that outer die as well. So 3 different designs, which of course you can use with this set, or take them elsewhere and just use them on other projects. Well, listen, that was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And hopefully we will do it again soon. Drop me a comment in the box below. Let us know what you want to see next. If there's a particular range you want me to have a bit of a go with, a particular style of crafting you want me to have a go with, I'm up for it. I'm all up for it. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you again very soon here on Mosby's Makes.